Come on, baby. Let's get it on. Hey, everybody. Nobody's watching me yet. So, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to restart the computer because I needed to download a new version of the OSB software for doing live streaming. But, yes, I thought that Sunday night would be a good time to chat with everybody and do some Q&A, talk about healing and various things. So I've put the live chat. Hello, Stephanie. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Am I that handsome? I kind of need a haircut. And I guess I'm not too bad looking. Hello, Round Sun, Saddam. Hello, Nelsa. Hi, ZSF. Hi, Elizabeth Brooks. How's everybody doing tonight? I feel pretty good. Um, Today I've been working on the trailer, trying to get it ready for winter. It's not a brutal winter here in the mountains of North Carolina, but it's, worth paying attention to, especially if you live in an Airstream trailer. So we're thinking about skirting for the bottom of it, as someone else had previously mentioned, so that the floor isn't so cold. Hi, Jackie girl. So, yes, I'm trying. I try to have a livelier attitude when I'm talking to millions of people, 12 people. I have a question. Did you guys get the notification that I was going to be live tonight? That is the question. Because, see, I'm new to this live streaming thing, and I'm not sure if I did it right. That's so cool. Did you stay up in Scotland just to watch me tonight? ZSF? Oh, cool. Fun for you. I'm glad your feet are doing better. Very, very good. Wow, the Netherlands too. Yeah, you're very late there, Darren. Are your skies clear? Are you able to see the meteor showers that are going on from the comet thing? Yes, on what? Did y'all get notified? I need to know if you got notified that I was going to do a live stream. Oh, hey, Jacqueline. Yeah, that is you, isn't it? Did you guys get notified today that I was going to be live? Okay, so. Oh, good, good. Good, Jackie. Cool. And also, how am I coming through? Is it is it stopping? Is it smooth? Is it, clear? Is it working well? Stephanie, yes, what? Fun for you, yes, what? Yes, the picture is clear, or yes, you got notified. Okay, good. Okay, so my dad had psoriasis. My dad had psoriasis, and I'll tell you that he was a drinker his whole life. And they say that the skin is largely a reflection of your liver. And that is probably true, because if your liver isn't cleansing your body well, then your skin is going to show it. And so it might be good to work on liver function, and maybe you should do some liver massage. Maybe you should take some liver herbs. Maybe you should do a liver cleanse. Um, but it's definitely not a good sign to have skin conditions. Your skin, they say, is your largest organ of elimination. And so if you're showing rashes or psoriasis or pimples, stuff like that, it's a reflection of inner dis-ease in some regard. And so, it always comes back to the same stuff, you know. Initially, diet is generally one of the first things that people tackle. They start to change their diets, and they'll typically start to eat less meat. That's not always the case, but they'll certainly stop consuming processed foods, white flour foods, get away from at least reducing, baked goods. Whenever I go to the store, I always see these people with huge bellies. And in Europe, they think it's really quite amusing, because I know it's not near as much of a problem there, although of course there's always been that. But Americans, they just love to eat and watch TV and yada yada yada. And so anyways, I think that baked goods, especially processed baked goods full of all kinds of gunk, are just a really important thing to oust from your diet. Somebody I know was saying on Facebook today, I just love pizza. And when I was a kid, pizza was my favorite food. And I would tell people, like, braggingly, pizza's my favorite food, man. I just love it. And pizza has all of the characteristics. It has all the different things in it that are like some of the worst things for people to consume. The crust, white flour, the cheese, which is just like glue in your body. In fact, I've got a video where I talk about how to make natural glue. And the point of the video is that the casein in dairy, it's very sticky. And if you want to make a natural glue for some kind of a paper mache project or such, then you want to use dairy, and you mix it. If you want, you can mix wheat flour in with it. You can do various combinations of those two things that are very sticky, the gluten and the casein. And so if you want to glue your body up, then that's what you can do as well. And you know, it all leads back to relief. And this life is so, so difficult. And so people turn to the things, the more difficult their life is, the more extreme of a thing they'll turn to. And the more extreme of a thing they'll turn to, the more it kills them, the faster it kills them. And foods like pizza and white Wonder Bread and poor quality meats, Tyson chicken, all that, it's just really, really clogging. So people can consume foods that are really clogging on their bodies. People can consume foods that are make them hyperactive, white sugar, or they can consume drugs that make them hyperactive, like cocaine. And anything that like burns you out, anything that burns you out where you experience a high and then you crash, all of that is killing you faster and faster. And so the name of the game is to move towards the center, not just with diet, but with everything, everything more and more peaceful. There's less and less polarity in the center. It's just like my little creek out here. There's less and less activity towards the outside. It's kind of like the opposite. There's less activity going on towards the outside of the river, the creek. Somebody corrected me the other day. That doesn't look like, or that's not a river here in Missouri. That's a creek. But more and more peaceful everything. Peaceful diet, peaceful mind, peaceful lifestyle, peaceful everything. Okay. Bye, Elizabeth. Yes, it's true about Western societies in general. I want to know what it is called. Not right now. I do not want to know what your website is called. Okay, so can you please suggest some real tips on how to better break the sugar addiction? Also, your sound and cam is fucked up now. Well, I'm on satellite internet. I'm connected to you with satellite internet. And it's Sunday night, prime time, and so I don't know that it's going to be perfect, either on my end or your end. So, the audio's gone all echoey. Okay, I'm going to turn down my sound. Let's see if that's better. Is that better, y'all? Is that better, everyone? The sound? Hello? Testing, testing. 17 people watching. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how I got off of sugar. No, sorry. I'm going to clean our lunch from all these fires here in California. Let's talk about sugar first. If you're really addicted to white flour or white sugar, it might be beneficial for you to gradually reduce it by consuming something like one that's got partially replenished minerals in it. What is the name of that? You can go straight to whole sugar, and the brand name is Sucanot or Rapadura on the internet. Sucanot or Rapadura. And what that is whole cane sugar with all of the minerals still in it. And so, hopefully your body will be craving that. Hopefully you'll be like, wow, I really desire, I really prefer to consume that whole sugar versus the white stuff because your body is craving minerals. And if you say that to yourself mentally, then that helps as well, because anytime you can confirm stuff to yourself mentally, then that's going to really help you to be able to push through physically, because you are going to experience withdrawal anytime you make a change from something that's very addictive like that. White flour, anything. There's so many foods that they know, the producer, whoever is making the foods, they know that they're addictive. They know that the consumption goes up whenever they add some chemical, like cigarettes, for instance. They know that the chemicals in the cigarettes are addictive to people because they've experimented and they've seen over the years and years and years the changes in the sales. And so you have to be really strong and want to consume things in their natural form. And if you're spiritual, if you're religious, then you want to consume things in a God-given form. And you want to consume them in a way that is the most simple and pure, not processed. Okay? Stevia can be beneficial, and I should probably consume more stevia because it helps the person to get off of the sweet sugars. How can you cure a bended bone? I don't know. That would be something Ayurvedic people, Indian people, might be able to help with. You might look up Ayurveda, some kind of an Ayurvedic video. I've seen them do all kinds of interesting things with splints and ropes, you know, just tying things together and manipulating bodies so that they get straight again. And hey Jackie, welcome. So Jackie, how can you hear me well? Am I coming through good? I am talking to you through HughesNet satellite internet. So I'm just waiting for a comment here, a question from somebody. I can tell you what I've been doing lately. I've been doing a lot of juicing and a lot of cleansing and a lot of work mentally to reduce my mental activity via Muji. There is an echo, but that's all good. Love talking to you in real time. I'll try and turn down the volume again. I don't know if that'll help. Audio mixing. Let me adjust the audio settings and see if I can turn down that mic. Not sure how to do it, y'all. I'm gonna have to look into that. Commenting through PlusNet broadband. Okay, so anyways, I've learned that one of my biggest problems was that I was had too much monkey mind. Too much monkey mind. And that was really inhibiting my progress with healing. And so I really need to get going with more meditation. But what I'm kind of doing throughout my day is just calming my mind and just being in what Muji calls the isness. And if you're not familiar with Muji, you should definitely check him out on YouTube. It's Mooji. It sounds better now. Okay. So, anyways, Mooji teaches people that a lot of their problems are that they're in their minds a lot, too much, all the time. And if you can just turn off your mind and be in the state of being that is your natural state, that is not overthinking all the time, then it's so much easier, because we're constantly thinking about ridiculous thoughts that, I mean, have you ever thought, most people have you ever thought about something that you said to yourself, that's just ridiculous? It's like, why am I thinking that? And it's just some kind of a screwball thought, and that kind of stuff happens to me all the time. I'm like, well, why am I singing that song in my head for hours and hours, you know? Can I just turn that off? And so I've been working on doing that, just turning off that and just being in the moment, and feeling, just feeling with my body and my senses, and trying to stay out of that repetitious thinking stuff. And I haven't gotten any. Oh, what are your thoughts on trying to get awake with coffee, Darren? Darren, I don't do well on coffee. In fact, I've not even noticed any difference with doing coffee enemas versus just regular enemas. And so I can't really give you much feedback on that. Coffee makes me jittery. I'm really sensitive to things. Like, somebody offered me some pot the other day. I really don't do well on that. And, or coffee. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, everyone should know about Muji. And it took me a little while to catch on to his gist, you know, to get going with him. Kind of wish I could talk back with y'all live. And you can do that if you want. If you ever want to talk to me and, you know, do a consultation, then we can do that. And I am charging a minimum $25 donation, and it really kind of is just a donation because it's not very much money. A lot of people that are into, you know, doing holistic type consultations are charging upwards of $150 for an hour. And so what I do is I first ask the person, oftentimes I'll ask the person to rate themselves on a scale from 1 to 10 in regards to their mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional states, and how they, you know, so that I can get an idea on how strong they are in each way. And then we'll generally take the weaker ones, we'll maybe break it down a little bit, and find out more specifically why they're strong or weak in each area. And then we'll make a decision to talk about what they can do to strengthen their weaker areas. And then we'll break that down some more and just keep going out on limbs until we figure out specifics on what they need to do, what they're willing to do, what they, you know, have the ability to do. And if they don't, then maybe we'll skip over and tackle a different subject. And pretty much everybody that I've talked to has been really happy with, you know, having talked to me for a while and gotten some of my insights. And I don't give advice because that really is so likening to what doctors do, medical doctors. And so it's perfect that I can't really give advice because I'm not a doctor. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to because I don't want to tell people what to do. That's what they do. And thank God, hey Susie, thank God I'm not a medical doctor. What a stress and what a strain on the brain. Yuck. Hey, Sasa May in Manchester, UK. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Ad. How's everybody doing tonight? So tell me in the comments what you've been up to. Tell me what's going on out there. You know, let's just have a conversation here, person to person, instead of like Brett the Guru to the teeth of the learners. Susie's my mouse. Susie's my mouse. You know, there's a bit of a lag. There's a bit of a lag with the satellite internet. Even when I talk on the phone to people, it's interesting. It's kind of like how you know how when you're watching some kind of a broadcast from overseas that's satellite internet, there's a lag time. My telephone, a phone. Okay. Okay, sorry everybody. Sorry. I accidentally whacked the cord. And it disconnected my video. It's alive. Yes, it is. I lost all my viewers. Oh my god, I'm down to 7 viewers. Never mind what, Darren. It has to be still going. Crap. Yay, there you are. I'm sorry, y'all. I accidentally whacked the cord, and it's got kind of a shaky connection, and so I put it over there so that I don't hit it on accident again. Do I like Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know what that is. I want to type something. There. Chakra is very well. Valeria. Where are you from, Valeria Vandermark? You know, I do recommend fish oils in fish. In fact, I had some fish today. It was really good. I had some Alaskan salmon, wild Alaskan salmon, sockeye. It was really great. But that's the only way that I recommend fish oils in a whole food. A little like an echo chamber, imperfect technology. Sorry, mouse, sorry. Delaware, Delaware. That's a very small state, isn't it? Delaware. I've never been to Delaware. Who wouldn't what, Jackie? Dutch. Yes. Yeah. I was thinking she was from Europe too. Anyway, so give me a subject, any subject, and I'll tell you what I think. Oh, Joe. Welcome, Joe. I did really... I had a tough night that night after that hike. I woke up with both legs in cramps, full-on cramps that night. I was like in such pain, and I couldn't stretch my way out of it. I was trying to stretch my way out of it, you know, and I could get a little bit of relief, but they just tightened up like a wedge, man. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna die. For about 10 minutes, I was screaming like, ah! And, you know, I told people that I went on that hike, and the first thing that they asked me was, did you make it to the top? And I'll tell you, my ego, when I was doing that hike, my ego was telling me, you've got to finish this hike because you're making a video. Everybody's going to want to know if you made it to the top. Anybody that you tell that you hiked that hike is going to ask you if you made it. And, you know, I just had to take my time to be able to make it. But it was really an ego trip. It was really seriously an ego trip so that I could tell everybody, yeah, I made it to the top. Guar baby, I have been just juicing whenever I feel like juicing. And I've been making a lot of flax crackers from the pulp. And I've been adding sesame seeds, unhulled sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds to that mix. I wonder if I talked lower that it wouldn't echo so much. Have you used urine, and what results have you noticed? I haven't used urine. You scream like my uncle laughing out loud. I have not used any urine therapy. I have seen that, but no, I don't groove to that tune. So let's see. What can I talk about now? I need some subjects because I really I'm kind of running out of thinking about things here tonight. My husband is chiropractic care for kids, allergy, sinus. Is it for real? You know, I don't know. I went to a chiropractor briefly a long time ago, but after I got my rollers, my wood rollers, I knew that that was the best chiropractic way to crack my back just at home for free. It's kind of like I don't go to do colon hydrotherapy, you know. I like to do everything for free at home whenever I want to do it. So, yeah, the wood rollers are awesome. I mean, and I'm not just like trying to advertise or, you know, sell them. They really, really are incredible tools. The garden ideas. Today I learned that fermented veggies taste oh so good, especially green beans. Have you tried them yourself? Oh, thanks, Joe. You know, the macrobiotic people are really big into fermenting veggies. And you can buy a veggie press. And I should do that. That's a good idea, Joe. Do you have a press that you are using? You know, one of those vegetable presses for fermenting them? It's got like a screw top, and you screw it down, and then there's a press on the inside that smashes the veggies, and that keeps them down into the liquid, is what it does. I believe that's the purpose of that. I understand it is taboo, though. Take time to transition. You know, I'm in transition right now. And whenever you move or do any kind of a crazy change in your life, you really kind of need to pace yourself. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And that's another subject that I wanted to talk about that I just was reminded to do. There are energies that we just don't understand. And I've moved up a little bit in the world in regards to the energies, the vortex energies of the place that I'm living in right now. And so it puts pressure on me. I've noticed this every time I've moved, because I can feel that pressure when I tune into the energies around me. When I moved to Asheville, it took me, I believe, 1.5 years to get grooving with that. I just felt that there was a lot of pressure on me from the progressive energy of having moved from Silver City, New Mexico to Asheville, North Carolina. And, you know, the energy in the East, and I'm not putting down the West at all, but the energy of the people in the East in general, not everywhere, but in general, especially in a town like Asheville, a progressive, new agey town, is just that. It's advanced. It's progressed. And when you throw yourself into a place like that, then you have to get going with it. You have to adapt. It's just like adapting to weather, you know. There's that subject as well. And you'll feel it if you're sensitive, and especially if you're going through a lot of healing, like I always have been. This life for me has been basically one thing right after another, non-stop. I am totally grooving nowadays with astrology. I'll get into it for a week or two, and then I'll kind of fall out because I've been so busy with so many different things. But whenever I get an extra minute, I get back into it. And I watch Tom Lesher on YouTube every Wednesday, the Pele Report. Do you watch that, Riza? Is that how you pronounce your name? Riza or Reza? So, yeah, I'm loving astrology. That's one of the things that I'm into right now besides Muji. So I've been getting a lot of really great veggies from a local farm, local organic farm. And I've been juicing a lot of carrots and celery, which I'm not getting from the farm. I'm getting that just from the regular grocery store. They're grown in probably California. But I'm also buying a lot of green apples and juicing those. And green apples are supposed to be good for cleansing your liver. Someone had mentioned psoriasis a little while ago. So a typical liver cleanse is olive oil and green apples, or juice, green apple juice. And these are one of the foods that are really, really good for juicing. There are different kinds of foods for different that work better for different purposes. And certain foods are great for juicing and certain foods are not so great. But I've been consuming a lot of kale juice and some ginger. I've been getting fresh ginger from this farm, and beets. Lately I've been getting the orange golden beets. I am 52 years old. And I have not done a Vipassana meditation, no, but we have a 10-day Vipassana center, I believe in South Carolina, a couple of hours south of here. Somebody that I did a consultation with about 2 weeks ago told me that they went to it and they couldn't get through the 10 days. She couldn't make it through, and so she left early. And she said that she didn't like it. But I know somebody that back in Salt Lake City that I met and knew when about the time that I was going to massage school in the early 90s, that 2000s, the early 2000s, that he's a guitar player and he goes and does it every year. He does the 10-day every year, and he donates quite a bit of money to the Vipassana centers. And he goes to the one in Northern California. So, yeah, I would like to do more meditation. And I don't have any experience on dry cupping. Somebody just asked me that, and I think there might be some benefits to that. Hey, mouse. Mine did not like it, but it is not easy and not for everyone. Yeah. That's kind of the thing with something extreme like that, where you have to sit. It's not just a matter of the mind, too. Sitting for long periods of time can be really stressful on the body, and that's why I kind of don't agree with that. Anything really extreme, 10 days of meditation all day long. If you can handle it might be really good for you, but you don't want to do anything, even, like exercise, over exercising. I knew somebody that stayed too long in a sweat lodge and had a heart attack. So you have to really, once again, you really have to listen to your mind and body and how you're doing. And if you're not able to do a 10-day meditation, if you only make it for 5 or 6 days or even one day, then you may need to take a break or just go home. Sorry, I'm not sure what to do about the echo. But, I'm worrying about things a lot less and less the more I get into this state of being that I've been telling you about, that I've been learning from Mooji. So, a lot of people know and they've felt that worrying is one of their biggest health detriments. And so, if you can stop worrying about whether you're going to get married, if you're single, whether you're ever going to meet the right person, that's a big one. That was a big one for me, but not so much anymore, really. I'm sorry everybody, it looks like there's a lot of buffering with this video going on right now. But I'm not sure exactly why. Hopefully you're able to hear me well anyway. But like, you know, sometimes you just have to make a change with a job or a relationship or the place that you're living because it's eating at you. It's just eating at you. And so, thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Joyce. Hey, Michael David. How are you doing, man? I'm glad you're with us tonight. Let's see, 21 people are watching. Hey, William. Joe likes the echo. I'm going to have to find out exactly why I'm echoing and see what I can do about that for the next time. I'll look it up. I'm doing okay, William. I'm hanging in there. Oftentimes I'll have to get up and kind of take care of myself in the middle of the night by doing massage or whatever, but I'm getting through it, and I'm just kind of like I've been telling everybody, working more on the mental calmness thing. And yeah, it's my new old 1979 trailer. William says he likes my new trailer. You know, we're trying to fix up this old ass trailer to get it working good for me so that I can comfortably live in it this winter. Crossing my fingers, y'all. But also, I don't see that he's on here now, but I'd like to give a big shout out to, I believe it was Nick, for making a donation today. Let me see. Yeah, I've been getting some donations lately, and I really appreciate it, y'all. And if you donate to me, you'll get all my unsubscribed, unlisted videos. Nate, not Nick. Nate donated 25 bucks today, and I really appreciate that. It hasn't gotten cold too bad yet, Susie. So, what I've done is, if you can still see me, you can see that there's 1-inch foam insulation in the windows. And hopefully that's going to help to keep this place warmer this winter. We're going to put some skirting around the bottom of the trailer too, and some other things as well. I do not know who Mr. Bean is. You know, a healthy breakfast is different for different people. Really, a healthy breakfast is eating whole foods. I can say that for sure. And hopefully you're consuming quality foods. You know, eating whole, quality, and preferably organic foods grown by small growers versus mass production foods are some of the main things that I stress, that I try and stick to. But I think that I am going to call this a session pretty soon here. We'll stay on for another, say, 7 minutes. And that'll be a total of an hour talking to y'all tonight. So if you have any final questions, Lay them on the line there. Throw them on the table. The wood stove. The wood stove. Cool. Yeah, I wish I could have a wood stove in here. You want to make sure that you get a really clean burning one, that's for sure. So if there's any other questions, give them to me, y'all. There's 22 people watching. The last time I saw TV, watched TV, I haven't watched TV for like 8 years. Something like that. Close to 8 years. And I don't plan on it. That would drive me nuts. Television, it would drive me freaking crazy. In fact, I'm doing less computer videos too. Like I said, I have not tried dry cupping. I haven't done it on anybody, and I haven't experienced it either. Yeah, I think I would like to travel to Europe, but with my current expenses, it's probably more probable that I'll be traveling to Central and South America before I do that. I've got some plans just to go for a week or two sometime in the next year or two down to Costa Rica and maybe Ecuador or Panama. I know someone in Panama that really likes it there. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks. You're welcome, Valeria. Good to see you too, Jenny. If I could see you. Good to see your comment. So I guess I'm going to let y'all go. It's been great talking tonight and seeing your comments and answering your questions, and I hope that everybody is well. Woohoo! Quick tips to fall asleep. Do some stretching. Definitely do some stretching and some self-massage, and that will help you to sleep. My friend Derek, an old friend Derek, I have so many people that are used to be friends and not anymore for whatever reason, but Derek always said to do yoga before bed and you'll sleep better every time. It's true. If you do self-massage and yoga, you'll sleep better. Okay, y'all. It is time to go.